Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Thursday, the first day of May. Here we go. Just reminding you again that it's Rosh Chodesh. Wednesday night and Thursday is the second day of Rosh Chodesh. And remember, of course, all of your usual Rosh Chodesh additions that you need to say. Two Rosh Chodesh laws for you today. First of all, hope you know this, but just in case there's a few of you out there who don't, we need to clarify this. Whenever you are answering to the Chazan's stanzas in the middle of Hallel, when he says Hodu Lashem ki tov ki le'olam chasto, this is the way you're supposed to be responding. When the Chazan says line number 1, that's Hodu Lashem ki tov ki le'olam chasto, you are then supposed to respond by saying Hodu Lashem ki tov ki le'olam chasto, and the second line, which is Yomar na Yisrael. Then when the Chazan says the second line, you're again, every time you begin your response by saying Hodu Lashem Ki Tov, and then you say the next line. So on your second time round, you're saying Hodu Lashem Ki Tov Ki Le'olam Chasto, and then Yomru Na Veis Aharon Ki Le'olam Chasto. When the Chazan says the third line, then again you begin by saying Hodu Lashem Ki Tov Ki Le'olam Chasto, and Yomru Na Yirei Hashem. And then when the Chazan says the fourth line, you just respond by saying the words Hodu Lashem Ki Tov Ki Le'olam Chasto. In other words, I hope I didn't confuse you, basically on your first time through you say lines 1 and 2. On your second time through you say lines 1 and 3. On your third time you say lines 1 and 4. And on the fourth time you say just line 1, and that's the way the thing works for Hodu Lashem Ki Tov. You do not do that at all for Ana Hashem Hoshiana. There you just respond. He says line 1, you say line 1. He says line 2, you say line 2. He says 3, you say 3. He says 4, and then you say 4. Just want to be extra clear about that there. If you were one of the people getting it wrong, wow, that would be kind of sad. That's the way you're supposed to respond when you're together with the minyan, hearing the Chazan say the Hallel. Now, one more Rosh Chodesh law, and that is for you that you might know, that when the Chazan repeats the Musaf Shmona Esrei, he says certain things, and we answer Amen after them. And when we're in the middle of a leap year, he adds the phrase Ula Chaparas Pasha, representing that extra 13th mention. Well, it's an extra mention, and it's because we're having like a 13th month that leap year, and that's why during the leap year time we say that Ula Chaparas Pasha part. That's for the Chazan to be saying for us as he repeats the Shemona Esrei. One more chance for us to have another mention of one like the 13th month, the one that's been added. But what's interesting is that we're not saying that anymore. We only say it until the end of the year, as we counted it from. Well, we ended up counting it from Rosh Hashanah until Nisan. Okay, and that was the time of the year that we mentioned that extra month. But now, if you feel like you're in a leap year, you might feel like you're in a leap year because, after all, it's still 5774. It's the same Jewish year. But we stopped saying that Ula Chaparas Pasha once we have added in that last month, which was the second Adar. And once we got to Nisan, we ended up in the count of the new Pesach through Sukkot's count, and with Pesach being the first of the holidays. So we're not anymore adding that addition of Ula Chaparas Pasha. If either of these two things is unfamiliar to you and it's sounding a little bit confusing, ask someone. We're here to alert you and teach you about it, but can't squeeze it all in 3 or 4 minutes. So if you need more elaboration on that, please speak to your teacher or rabbi or anything on that. Thanks for logging on, and have a good Chodesh, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.